It really goes back, 20 years this March. My mother passed away on March 6th of 2003. And, she had been struggling with a lot of things. And then 5 years later, my father became ill. I got a call from my sister, one of my sisters lived in Browns Mills, and she said, I took Dad to the hospital. He's here, and the doctor says there's not anything more they can do with him or for him. So I went over to the hospital. My father was a very matter-of-fact guy. He's off the boat from Ireland. He was a war hero in World War II, and the intake specialist from Samaritan was starting to explain to him, why he was there and what was going to happen. My father stopped him, and he said, stop. I know why you're here. You took care of my wife 5 years ago. You're going to take care of me. Let's just get started. What do we need to do? That was a great example of my father, right? Just very matter of fact. I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die. So I know what you're going to do for me. Let's just get going. But the more I got involved with Samaritan, the more I also realized that was a great statement about Samaritan, right? That this guy who knew he had maybe a week to 2 weeks left, remembered what Samaritan had done for his wife 5 years earlier, and was placing his confidence in that same organization. My good friend Jimmy Wujcik was a member of the board, and he had invited me to the Samaritan golf outing that June. So we played, and I said to him, Jim, if there's anything I can do for Samaritan, just let me know, right? Because they were great to my folks. So I did get a call, and it was to ask if I would join the board of trustees. And then over the years, being able to say to people, because now I'm learning more and more about Samaritan, other than just the personal, what they did for my folks. It's holistic, right? It's not just treating the patient, it's taking care of the family. The Thanksgiving, taking out the dinners to people so that they don't have to worry about it while they're taking care of their loved one, right? That's why you give back to organizations like Samaritan, because they never stop doing what they're doing. So when I first went on the board, I guess the most natural committee for me to be on was the golf committee, since that's what started the discussion with Jimmy Wujcik. And then I was on the development committee, and I became chair of the development committee. And then not long after that, Liz Thomas and Jimmy Wujcik and Mary Ann groomed me to take Liz's place as chair of the board, which, was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. Probably, and I've said this before to people, one of the greatest privileges of my life to have chaired this board. When the center was built down in Voorhees, we were given the opportunity, and obviously took advantage of it, to have a room named for my parents. On the door it says, in celebration of Jack and Connie Gillespie. Although you could look at that as a way of saying thanks to Samaritan, that was actually a way for us to keep Mom and Dad's memory alive and the memory of their care. So I always tell people, that's where I want to end it all, in room 402. You're going to come see me in room 402. Goodbye.